Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Metro Exodus Enhanced Edition. I just found in between episodes, I was just messing about with the radio, and it's really elaborate actually. It's not only like a music station, but just like in GTA, you do have like this commentator, like this radio host, just blabbering about in between the numbers. This game it's much more in depth than I initially thought actually. Pretty amazing. Oh, wrong button. How the hell do I get off this? Like so. Alright, so we talked with everybody in the main cabin. Let's check downstairs. It does take some time because the dialogue is simply very extensive.
Hello, Artyom. It seems to me, whether it was intended or not, that our colonel now has a goal to strive for because of you. We all remember the way you fought back in D6, so no matter what lies ahead, we're with you. You can count on us. Yes. As for me, I'm running a little inventory check. It is kind of cramped in here. I'm thinking of making something of a workbench. So that's all the instruments we get, and everything else would be within arm's reach. With no workbench, you just lose small components. We'll use this place to work on the weapons. Cleaning, oiling, keep out of everybody's way, and keep them from messing with my stuff. Well, we'll have to take turns, of course, but we'll manage. So, if you find any weapons you'd like to keep, I'll store them for you here on the Aurora, and you can come back to exchange them. You'll get them back in their best shape ever. Don't you doubt. Boy, have I cleaned and oiled a lot of weapons in my life. Factory and homemade too. Some of those were just amazing, so unusual. So, if you have any weapon-related questions, I'm your man.
Nice.
And weapons, they are like girls. They need attention. You clean your weapon well, you oil it, you check the ammo, because these dirty ammo caps do get rusty sometimes. But if you put your heart into it, the weapon never fails. Well, I'll just finish oiling this one, then start on another.
Alright, it's also pretty cool that in the previous episode we went through the booklet with like backstories on all the characters. And now you also have like a bit more insight into the background of each individual, which is much nicer. And another collectible, I assume. Check it out. Survey reports to Head of Shield Project Railroad Department, Celestniak VM, Railway State Survey reports. Having conducted a railway state survey as per your order, I can report that beyond the defense perimeter, the railway is in condition ranging from acceptable to good, thus presenting a security threat by providing a convenient way for the enemy to transport and supply their agents. On the other hand, within defense perimeter, the railway is worn down beyond acceptable state, which could lead to a complete halt of train movement along the most used lines in the nearest future, putting defensibility of Moscow in grave danger by disrupting our lines of supply and reinforcement transportation. Considering aforementioned, I hereby request that all available maintenance crews are sent to work on repairing the most damaged sections of the critically important lines, using the rails and cross ties from the lines beyond the 101st kilometer mark. 101 kilometer mark from the center of Moscow. Thus, at the same time, effectively denying the enemy the use of the railways leading into the city. Deputy Head of the Special Survey Committee, Bondarenko TK. Alright, interesting. Alright, cannot really talk with him. I must admit, I do remember some of the backgrounds of the characters, But whoever everyone is, for instance, who this guy is, I don't really know. I also don't have my diary now on hand. It's on the table over here. If I would have to guess, let's quickly do a guess. Then I would say he was maybe Alyosha? Oh no, he was actually the weapons dude. Tokarev. Pretty sure he was Tokarev. God damn it. It's quite hard remembering the controls here. It's the D-pad. It's a bit weird. I was also thinking, can't we replenish our drink over here? Not pressing some buttons? Nope. Right, let's check over here. I cannot put on my lamp. The lighting is amazing again with the ray tracing and stuff. Wonder who this is.
Hello there, Tom. People could have called me up there to drink to Aurora.
I think this is
I
Duke.
think Beelzebub was a better name. By the way, did you come to trade places with me? Or did you just want some exercise? I heard that. Monotonous labor calms you. Well, it's no lie. I do feel this calm, you see? Idiot says it's dynamic meditation. That philosopher doesn't come here to meditate often. Well, help yourself.
Whoa, pretty cool.
Because frankly speaking, I'm a bit tired here.
Right, I have no
The
idea.
good thing about this job is that you forget it's winter. If only you didn't have to pay for this comfort later, with your whole body aching. That's all?
Oh, no.
Okay, I'll take it from here.
No, I just didn't get the controls down.
Thanks, man.
Alright, here we go. Hopefully this will get us some kudos. Pretty immersive that we can do this. It are the little things in a game like this that really makes it a grounded experience.
Thanks. The break sure was welcome.
Also very cool, this repair on that cylinder with some heat shrink or heat wrap, whatever it is. Some aluminum foil. Weird that we cannot interact with this lamp. I would expect it should be possible. Alright, one more guy to talk to before we go. It's a pretty cool train, I must say. It's weird that I still have screen tearing. Well, actually it should be G-Sync enabled. Or at least it's a G-Sync compatible monitor. Not officially supported, but it should do the trick.
Can you feel how sweet the air is without the mask? Not just sweet, so many shades of taste it has. A weird feeling, eh, my friend? I remember you telling me how you took your mask off atop a stunky notar. When you homed those missiles in on the dark ones, was the air bitter then? Who knows though? Had you not launched those missiles, you'd probably never have climbed that building or received that signal. Life is weird, huh? One random event drags another with it, like links in a chain. And you are pulling that chain out of a deep, dark well. The links emerge from the dark water. And what link is in that bucket that's on the end of the chain? That's a mystery. That's what I often think about when facing a choice. You can't drop the chain either. You always have to drink from that bucket. Well, bottoms up, I suppose. So, how does it feel to be the Moses who yanked on this particular chain? Is it dumb to think about such things when all I ever did in life was carry out orders? Well, I'm not called idiot for nothing. Still, I would like to know what's on the end of your chain.
So that is idiots.
If there's no radiation, that means we can bring everyone out of Moscow.
It doesn't matter if there's radiation or not, Comrade American. The citizens of Moscow will have to stay put.
Why? We're just a short way from the city. The radiation's gone.
Things might have been that easy in your America, but life has never been so easy here. Even now, we woke up saviors of the metro, and by lunchtime, we're enemy spies, saboteurs, train thieves. And what for? Something we thought was true turned out to be a lie. And that is enough for them to want us dead.
The Hansa bosses must have known that we could live up here. But the public didn't know that. Who'd want to stay down in the metro if we told them?
We cannot tell them. If they are ready to make mincemeat out of old ladies and kids to keep their secret, what do you think would they do to you, Uncle Sam? Huh? We can't go back. We can't use radio. Remember the jammers? And even if you pull a perfect Rombbb and break through back into the metro, do you expect they'd all just believe you and go, yes, Moses, lead us out of this Egypt? Can you even imagine the death toll? Take your average station dwellers. Even if the Hansa guards didn't shoot them, how far would they get? Right to the nearest mutant den, most likely. We are safe here, speeding along on this Eastern Express. They are not as lucky. Not at all.
Well, what if there was a proper evacuation?
And who would do that? Hansa's people? The ones that kept us under lock and key for 20 years? Or us too? Besides, getting the people out of Moscow is not the end of it. You have to settle them somewhere, provide food. No, brother. I do get where you're coming from, but this matter is way more complex than it seems.
I guess you're right. All this clean air went to my head. So, wait, does this mean the Colonel was in the know?
His rank does seem to suggest that. Besides, he led negotiations with Hansa. Where would we be without them after the D6 debacle? They gave us weapons and recruits to replenish our losses. We, on the other hand, our competence does not stretch beyond thinking cozy thoughts and keeping the fools in the metro from killing each other off. Remember, if not us, then who?
You are too smart for your own good, idiot. Hey, Demir, I've been thinking. How far are we gonna go?
No masks needed. The railroad runs through the whole country. As far as we want, I reckon. As for Yamantau, it's about 2,000 clicks away.
No, I mean, how far can we get with the fuel we have? What's this machine's mileage?
Aha, that. Yeah, it certainly is a coal guzzler, this thing. But then again, there should be coal stores at every station. And if we don't find any, we could still burn firewood.
Why the long face, Demir?
You see, I made a mistake of stocking up on filters. While I could have gotten a whole bunch of MREs for the same ammo, or a new hazard suit, I wish I'd known there'd be no need for them. The corporal sold them way too hard, that bastard. Get them while they last. He even gave me a book as a free extra. Quotations from Chairman do you know this writer? Mao? Anyway, here I am like a fool with the stupid book and the filters, while we could really use that meal-grade ammo now. You never know who or what we might meet.
Ты что? You're not giving the book enough credit. At the very least, it contains a whole world of wisdom on fighting the war against the imperialism. Which we might encounter on the way, even though so far we just seem to be fighting our own.
Yeah, Anna's pulling no punches this time. Perhaps she shouldn't have. It's not like the Colonel understands everything. Who's in the right here?
Whoever's not wrong, obviously.
Well, who's not wrong then?
He who does nothing and says nothing too.
Give me a break. Who's in the right now?
Everybody is, brother. And nobody.
I shouldn't have asked.
I am not bothered when I'm not understood. I am bothered when I don't understand.
Right, idiot is a little bit annoying. This is the American dude, I forgot his name. I know he was a guard detail at the embassy when in Moscow when the bombs fell. So that's why he ended up here. This is Demir. He's like a quiet guy a little bit, I think. But pretty trustworthy. And that was about it. Where's the other dudes? I thought I heard them talking again. There's like an endless stream of dialogue in this game. Very nice detail, this weathered effects. Paint spots. Now let's go back the other side in there. Then we made it full circle. Nice smoke effects. The graphics are just amazing. It's the best looking game I think I've played. The ray tracing adds so much nuance.
I'm done for, my friend. But at least I died protecting my friends.
Shut up, you fool.
By the way, Uncle Sam, your command of Russian is quite good. Another 40 years or so, and you'd go completely native. Isn't it confusing now, though? If your California is still around, you became a Russian for nothing. By the way, if we meet the occupying forces, whose side will you be on, Sam? Ours or theirs?
Not funny. But if the war is still not over, does that make us enemies?
Nah, that's not what I meant. The colonel told me to stop smoking shroom, but isn't a pipe of peace an exception? Eh?
I wish we could smoke one in California, my man. That would be so much fun.
Oh, damn. Hey, do you miss home?
I don't know. Really, I got used to it. But now I learned my folks might be alive, and I'm in a daze.
I see. What I meant was, even though you're an American, you're our man.
I'm a Spartan, Alyosha. Now and forever. You're a Spartan too. This is what we are now. I wonder what they'd think of me at this Supreme HQ, though.
Drop it. We'll all stand with you, like with Anna and Artyom, like when the colonel protected you from that crowd.
Yeah, there were women and real guys wives and kids. They all wanted it. I didn't even want to resist, even though I was younger and stronger back then.
Sam, the war was really on back then. Your missiles had only just fallen on us, just like ours on Europe. So forget that shit about the HQ. You're a Spartan, one of us. That's it.
Thank you, Colonel. Sir. So, we're going into the Urals. I'd love to see San Diego, though. Even in a dream.
There's this little whorehouse on the track going over our station I'd like to see. Even if it was just in a dream. Look, I'll catch some shut-eye if you don't mind.
Of course. Get some sleep.
Yeah. Besides, in a dream, it's definitely cheaper.
Right, let's listen to this, then we head out.
Around 70 or so microsieverts, which is nothing to sneeze at in my book. So, I urge you to exercise precaution when you listen. Of course, if any of you watch them till dead after hearing such groundbreaking scientific insights. As for the rest of Russia, always and always that for the most part that still exists. And there are also people reigning in some places of it. As you have probably already surmised, my dear listeners, the brain of a weatherman is especially hard and salty with sweat and tears nowadays. For communication, we don't want to be desired. Still, there are some causes for a cautious optimism here. 15 years ago, there was nothing on the air. Nothing as in zip, nada. And now, there are stations popping up in places you'll never believe. I mean, 2 days ago, we received a transmission from the freaking Faroe Islands, for Christ's sake. And I'm not even lying. Now, who wants to touch me? In any case, the moral here is that there's still life on our own Earth. And it looks like we were mistaken for a while longer after all. But let's wrap up this sidetrack and get back to weather. I completely neglected to report the most important piece of information I have in that regard. The one you're all so eager to know. So here goes nothing. The thermometer outside the studio window currently says it's 6 degrees below zero, which is an outright luxury for a machine full of junk, all things considered. It seems that the nuclear strain has been hinted at since forever by every optimistically inclined forecast enthusiast out there. It's finally arrived. Incidentally, something else has just arrived too. It's time for an old record I have here.
Right, very immersive, everything. Here we go. Trying to figure out the controls again. Oh. Let's do it like so. Right, so it's the right D-pad. Is activates. Here we go. Finally, that took way longer than expected in the
After
training.
all those years in the underground, the air of the surface seemed incredibly fresh, intoxicating. But that was not what had caused the crew's euphoria. Our journey finally got a definite purpose provided by the transmission from the government bunker in the Urals. For 20 years we thought that neither the government nor military high command had survived. Turns out they're still around. Where were they while we were eating each other alive in the metro? We'll have a lot of questions for them once we reach Yamantau, if we reach it. The ruins of our country are under enemy control, according to Miller, and we'll have to fight through to our goal. A small team against the occupation armies? What are the chances that we'll succeed? That we'll get some answers?
No idea. Here we go.
close anything off yet, darling? Here, let's warm you up a little bit. So, what do you think our chances of getting to Yamantau alive are? It's the only thing on my father's mind. How to earn his forgiveness, get back to Metro and his old life, the life you had always been running from. And to think, I never believed you. And now I'm looking at this fog, thinking it could actually be hiding our new life from us. By the way, we should be approaching the bridge soon.
That sun is rising way too quickly.
Damn it!
Within a minute.
People! There are people there! Hit the brakes!
Shots fired! 4 bogies on a trolley!
All hands, report to the bridge, on the double.
Right, let's leave them.
Artyom, you should probably get to the bridge!
Probably. I really don't understand why they modeled that sun to rise within a minute. It was pretty, took you out of the immersion. It was very beautiful, but then you saw this turbo sunrise. Alright, this is the main fighting dude. So I forgot all these guys' names. Except Idiot, Tokarev, and Demir. And Anna and Colonel Miller and the Duke. But the other ones I forgot. Cool flag. Pirate flag.
Are you alright, Artyom?
How bad is it? Can we move? No, we're stuck! Ah, shit!
Damn fog. Seems we ran through someone's roadblock.
Who was it? Any uniforms?
None. They were wearing rags.
Just some old farts.
Old farts, huh? That's just the perimeter guard. They could have put anyone there, even women and children.
Do you really think we found them, Colonel?
Well, we
Tokarev.
can't be sure. I was expecting to run into
Idiots.
them much earlier. The trolley is headed towards the bridge.
Duke.
Some fortifications there. This looks peaceful. A village and a church on the water. We need intel. Here, Artyom. I put a mark on your map. Get there and find out what you can about that bridge. Taking a prisoner would be ideal. Anna, you cover him.
Yes, sir.
May I go with Artyom too? As backup?
No. Until we figure out our situation, you are not to take a step away from the Aurora. These two can handle themselves just fine. Yermak, when can you get the Aurora running again?
I don't know yet. Gotta check on that cylinder, but a full day at least.
I see. Get to it then.
Right, that's Yeremek. This
Spartans, let's prepare the Aurora for a defensive action. Stepan, Damir, get the perimeter.
Stepan.
I need you to recon the immediate area. Got that,
Demir.
sir. Idiot,
Stepan.
you give him cover from the Aurora.
Yes, sir.
Amir.
Sam
Idiots.
and Alyosha, stay in reserve.
Yes, sir.
Sam and Alyosha. And this dude, I don't really...
Don't forget your notepad.
Wait, am I not trustworthy anymore?
I'd tell
No.
you if it was the case, Sam. Now, cut the chatter.
Trying to figure out each guy's name just for the immersion factor that you really like.
Artyom, your notepad is there on the
team.
ledge.
Right, and the little table with the radio is fell over, I guess.
Found it? No?
Yes,
It's
I found
right
it.
over here.
I saw it. Ah, I cannot even get out of here now. Right.
Let's go, Artyom.
Artyom, don't forget your backpack. It's a new model. A portable workshop, so to speak. The manual is inside.
Thank you very much.
It doesn't come with crafting materials, though, so keep an eye out for those.
Let's move out, Artyom.
Just be careful out there.
All
Sure
right.
thing.
Well, that's all. Good luck, guys.
Here we go.
Chemicals come first. Booze, fertilizer, shit like that. Then, of course, nuts, bolts, and other scrap. Collect that stuff, and you can make basically anything. Well, you'll figure it out. The manual is inside. Yes, as for where to look, I found lots of stuff in Nosalis's lairs back in Moscow. When they get someone, they often drag the body there to feed their young.
All right. Let's go.
I gotta say, that was one flimsy roadblock.
True.
And those guys, well, they didn't look like army men at all. Just old men.
Be careful out there. Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear. Got it?
Got that.
Do you hear that bell? We must have given them a good scare. Maybe they served the enemy, enslaved or something. Going down. Haha, that was great.
Woohoo! Alright, I will just follow her and check out the backpack
What
and
was
stuff
that?
later on.
Could you check it out?
Sure I can. Right, my light is... it is working. Right. They do hold stuff, the bodies. Very nice.
Artyom, don't wander off. What would you do if some beast came and ate your wife?
I don't know. Holy shit. Like a horror game. Cannot open it here.
Let's try to stay close to each other.
Right, right. Also looking for collectibles, notepads, postcards. Nothing here. I thought Anna said, "What's that? Go check it out." And I did. And there's nothing here. I'm not sure whether she meant check out this train card or something else. By the way, I wonder whether there's a day-night cycle in this game. At night would be pretty... (8:16). What does it say now? 3 minutes. Alright, but at night it would be pretty scary business over here. Alright, the clouds do look a little bit flat or a little bit fakey over there. Not like the Microsoft Flight Simulator.
The tower there looks like a perfect sniping position. Let's go.
Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 clouds.
Look, a rabbit.
I didn't really see a rabbit. Saw a big ass four-legged animal, and that's about it. Alright, just checking it out a bit. Annoying part is that in real life I have quite some sunlight reflection on my screen, making it hard to see and easy to overlook stuff. And I remember being here like 2 years ago with the 280 Ti 4040p, also with the then first version of ray tracing. And I must say, now at 4K it runs with this 390 and this
There's a boat at the dock. Get over here when you're done.
this updated game engine runs so much better. This is without DLSS. You really don't need DLSS, I would say. Alright, let's check out this little house. Although it's a little bit stuttery over here. Nothing we cannot handle. I really have to get a feel for how those collectible books look. I have like this slightly different color tone. They're a little bit more lighter, I think. It's handy to really recognize them to avoid trying to pick up every book in the game. Yes, a lot of these provision kits, they are empty on this difficulty level. Personally, I do like that. Just makes it really worthwhile once you do find something. And I think if you play conservatively and try to gather stuff, I am pretty sure that you will still be pretty much overloaded with... there's the rabbit. That you still will have like enough ammunition and stuff. Alright, but there are also like these shrimps coming out of the water, so I do need to pay attention a bit. There was not like any autosave yet, so if I die here, most likely starting all over back at the train, which would be quite annoying. So let's be ready to make a run for it. But it's really pretty freaky. Music and everything very well done. All quite unsettling. Alright, let's see if we have items. Yes, we have our backpack. We will check that later on. It's also a very cool weapon customization menu. Let's see what else we have. We have the lighter. Do we have the binoculars? No, we don't have the binoculars or the night vision goggles yet. Alright, I'm avoiding the water. And let's see how our lamp is doing. Yeah, it's empty. Let's give it some power, the headlamp. And also, let's just turn it off now. No use for it out in the open. It looked like there was some Yes. We're hitting the 40-minute marker. I thought this was like a note or something, but it's just, yeah, a yellow piece of concrete. Anyhow, we will be continuing in the next episode. Guys, hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you there. And for the meantime, do not forget yourself. Always do keep on gaming. See you later.